Hey everybody, it's Scott Steen with the winnersandwhiners.com, coming to you from the Rob Bramblett studio deep in the bowels of the Winners and Whiners Sports and Entertainment Complex to bring you today's Deep-3. As always, don't forget to like, don't forget to subscribe, and of course, don't forget to check out the websites, winnersandwhiners.com, statsalt.com, deep dives into every game going on in America every single day. It will become your number one resource for information. I almost guarantee it. So make sure you stop by and check that out. And as always, leave us your plays. Tell us what you're on today. Tell us if you're tailing me. Tell us if you're fading me. Tell me what you've come up with on your own. Are you maybe got some sneaky looks, some sneaky bets in the Elite Eight games? You got some NBA games that are kind of flying under the radar. And how about that European soccer? How about a little NHL? How about Indonesian badminton? Anybody got that going? Let us know. If you can place a bet on it and you hit it, you get a shout out, man. What could be better than that? So, yeah, make sure you take care of business as far as letting us know what you're playing today. And what else? Well, let's do a quick recap, shall we? We're excuse me, our Deep-3 went 2-1 today as we hit the Cleveland Clippers over. We missed out on the Zags under, and we also had the backdoor of backdoor covers as Virginia, no sweat, took care of their 4-point spread. At one point, I read this in an article with I think about 20 seconds left to go in the regulation with Virginia down by 3. We were a 97.5% underdog to cover the spread. But you know what? That's why we hang in there. You know all those games where at the end, you're way behind the spread and you're screwed, and you're like, well, maybe if I could just get it to overtime, and then they do really well and cover the spread. And you know how that never happens. Well, today it happened, so we'll take it. The universe. May have voted as 1 or 2 there as far as the basketball gods. So thank you, basketball gods, for paying off. Joe Boo is most pleased. So we go 2-1 there. We go 1-1 on the premium side. We pushed on the Gonzaga first half -2, and we had the Purdue Virginia under, which was a game that they were we had a shot at. They had a very hot start as they traded 3-point baskets there in the first half. But they ended up, that kind of put us behind the 8 ball. But they slowed down. They hit a little slump there. And we were actually in a position to win it at the end. But just too many free throws, too many back and forth at the end. Nobody could pull away. And that spells doom when you've got the under there in a close one. And that's exactly what happened. So on we go. We're going to take a look at 3 games that I'm kind of digging on today. First off, let's stop at the MLB, shall we? It's the Chicago Cubs take on the Texas Rangers. I'm looking at the total there at 9.5 as Hamels goes up against Lance Lynn. I like the over right here. The Angels, haven't really been able to slow down the Cubs with their top 2 starters, and now they're going to throw Lance Lynn out in the mix. Remember Lance Lynn when he was with the Cardinals? Like, he was pretty good, had an ERA in the mid-3s, and usually had double-digit wins. Yeah, that's not the guy that's been in the American League. The junior circuit has not been a friend of Mr. Lynn since he left St. Louis. As far as the Cubs go, kind of good news and bad news for them. The good news, Cole Hamels, much better on the road than he was at home last season. That's good news. What's the bad news? Well, for most of the season, that home park was Globe Life Stadium down there in Texas. As an added benefit to this one, the wind is absolutely cranking out to right center at about 20 miles an hour. I like the over. I think this is a place where the balls usually fly. When you hear my voice and you can still get 9.5, get yourself down on it, because I'm thinking this is probably going to go up to 10 pretty doggone quick. So I like Texas Chicago Cubs over 9.5. And moving on to the Elite Eight as Michigan State goes up against Duke. Taking a look at the total here of 150. I think it's too high. The Blue Devils, they've been overbet the entire season, both on the sides and on the totals. In fact, The under has hit in 68.6% of the Devils games, and that is the 8th highest percentage in the nation. You look at the talent on the Duke team, and you can't figure out why they're not scoring more than they actually do. Yet, there it is. You scratch your head and you wonder, and you'll be scratching your head again at the end of this contest as it stays under the 150. And finishing up with the Auburn versus Kentucky game. You know what? I went back and forth on this one, but Okeke is the injury, and that's what sealed it for me. I like Kentucky -4. I keep expecting Auburn's luck to run out as they just keep living from beyond the arc. And I have a feeling that today is the day. Like I said, the loss of Okeke is a devastating blow to the Tigers, and they took away really their only legitimate rebounding threat. Kentucky has shut down the Houston Cougars' Davis and Amani Brooks in their last game, and they held Fletcher McGee, the all-time D1 leader in three-point baskets, to an 0 for 12 shooting day. Cats took care of Auburn the last 2 times they played this season, and they should be able to do it again against a Tigers team once again without a main cog in their weaponry. Kentucky, by the way, all those people that tell you it's very hard to beat somebody the third time, well, just for grins, since 2005, teams that are going for the third straight win after winning the first 2 games and trying to take care of business at the third time, those teams are 72% in notching a victory 3 in a row. So that's a misnomer. Anytime you hear anybody say that, you can just go ahead and tell them they're full of shit. They don't know what they're talking about, because it's almost a 3-1 favorite that the team that won the first 2 going to win the third one as well. Kentucky plays inside out. They're going to crash the boards. They're going to limit Auburn's open looks and their second chance points. I like Kentucky to wear them down and take care of business right here against the Auburn Tigers. The Duke, Michigan State, I like the total to stay under 150. And in the major leagues, I like Chicago Cubs, Texas Rangers contest to go over 9.5. Get yourself down on those 3 bets. And at the end of this one, you guys can join me as we head back to the window. All right, let's take a look at our shout-em-outs here, shall we? We didn't have a ton today, but we did have some people that hit some good bets out there. It was, you know what? Those are 2 very good basketball games. That was a lot of fun to watch. I hope the 2 today are just as good as those were. Because there was a point where, we had the unders, and I knew we'd lost the bets, and it was still just enjoyable to watch the games and how they unfolded. It was two hellacious games, and congratulations there to those guys, and very, very nicely done. All right, so let's take a look at the shout out, shall we? I'm sorry, I went away there for a minute. Okay, I'm back. Hey, Miguel and Nola down there. He had Virginia -4. He hit the miracle cover there as well. By the way, I also read that I think in the same article that there was a bettor at MGM had 110 grand on Auburn. On Purdue +4, and he also had Gonzaga -4.5 in that game. So that's a double right there. That's a double barrel disaster for that bettor. So 220 grand less than he had when he walked in there yesterday. Brutal, just brutal. Keenan S. He had the Virginia Purdue over. Nicely done, my friend. Very very good. And I'd like to blame it on the overtime, but they actually made it over there before the overtime started. So good call on that. Kyle Z says he loves baseball season. It's his favorite sport to bet. He's got Virginia, and he had the Cleveland. This must be a misprint. He called them the Cleveland Windians on the money line. Hey, man, Royals are 2-0, baby. Look out for the Royals. It's going to be nothing but trouble this year. The Blue Crew, they're back. Look out, Indians. You're going down. Okay. Did it look like I had a straight face when I said that? All right, cool. Legion of Picks. He had the Oakland A's money line. He had Texas Tech money line with a little sprinkle. Whoo-hoo! Sprinkle away, my friend. Nice job. Hope you hit him a lick there a little bit. He also had the NHL Sharks money line as well. Thomas M. had Virginia minus 4.5. Had Texas Tech, and he had the Mets money line minus 103. Hey, the Mets and Royals are going to meet up in the World Series again, man. You heard it here first. Book it right now. Get those odds down before they change. Get those bets down before the odds change. The astute Aardvark, he had the Texas Tech money line plus 190. Very nice double A. I was going to guess it somewhere in the 175, 180 range, so I'm glad you wrote that down. I forgot to do that to see what LOP won. So hopefully your Legion of Picks, you're in that neighborhood as well. Diamond Air Productions. Not at all. He had the 76ers, he had the Raptors, and he had Virginia. The Divine Greek, he told us with all three today. He says, let's finish this week off with some fine china hitting the floor. He said, bravo, Scott. And as 2-1, okay. Yeah, like we talked about the other day, don't be sad because, 2 out of 3, it ain't bad. Kent P., he said, there's that handsome guy. Absolutely. Back in all my HD glory, you lucky bastards. He took Texas Tech today and had Houston Rockets minus 10. The Florida Raider had Texas Tech plus 5. And I'm guessing that's a Texas Tech, I guess that's a Texas Tech Red Raider right there. So congratulations, brother. I'm very happy for your team. And I saw them play a lot this year, and it's a hell of a team, man. I like them. I like what they're doing. I think they got a real shot. So congratulations, Texas Raider, on your win and making some assumptions there on your team making it to the Final Four. And Buster H., well, Buster, he had the team that other Buster plays for. He had the Giants plus 115. Ho, ho, ho. Drum roll, please. He had the Baltimore Orioles plus 325. Hells to the yell. Absolutely. The Yankees can suck it as they went off at minus 390. God, do I love that. The Royals hit them last year as they beat Severino in a game where I think the Royals were plus 390. I think the Yankees were like minus 400. It was the biggest money line win in 10 years. I know that. And you know what? We were on it. We called it on my podcast. In all honesty, I'm going to take a lot of swings at those numbers. I'm going to look out. We're going to take a lot of big dogs. If you haven't figured it out yet, in a few days of baseball betting, I like dogs. I like looking for value. We'll take some total plays, but I like finding the value in underdogs. And anytime you're going to get plus 300, I'm going to take a long look at it and think about whether we're going to win more than 1 out of 4 of those. So, very nicely done, Buster. That's a 3 1/4 on a 1. So that's a beautiful thing. Congratulations to all you guys that won. Congratulations to everybody that just checked out some basketball today, as we got to see some hella basketball. Hopefully we'll get to see it again today. Until then, you guys have a great day. Good luck to everybody. Talk to you in the comments section, and we'll see y'all tomorrow. Take care, everybody.